Hello everyone. This week we're going to do it a little different. On Instagram I asked what would you like for me to put in the weekly analysis. This was a big part of the response, so thank you for that. And I will go through these charts for this week's analysis. As always, here's the disclaimer. Make sure you understand what this channel is all about. I share my view on the market. These setups, I would like to share them with you because you're interested in it. It's my view on the market. A lot of people think that technical analysis is like 80% of successful trading. It's not even 50%, because if your money management isn't good, or your risk management, your risk reward rules, then you shouldn't be trading at all. A lot of times I talk to people who are struggling to tell me where to put their stop, put their entry. That determines how big your lot size is, how much percent they risk on a trade, what their risk reward should be to be profitable at the long run. It's not a bad thing that you don't know that, but it's very important that you understand it. So this is technical analysis. You can find technical analysis every day, everywhere, on YouTube, on forex websites, on whatever, wherever you'll find it. You can try to copy what's going on there, but if your risk management isn't okay, you will be losing in the long run. So keep in mind that risk management is very important. I will try to put in some risk management rules in this setup as well. So let's go to the first one, the Nasdaq. Let's go. I got it over here. So what do I think of the Nasdaq? Well, the Nasdaq has been in a bullish trend for quite some time, and then by the end of the year it looked like a market crash kind of thing. It's too early to call it a market crash, but the market came down pretty hard, and it actually broke the weekly resistance supportive trend line, and is now has been fallen way back to, what's this, the 9500 area. This is the weekly chart, by the way. What we see over here is that by the start of, I think it was this year, December, around Christmas, we started to see a bottom, and I think so around the end of the year, the start of the new year, January, everybody was, ready for the new year. I think also talks with the US and China are all catalysts in this whole process of upward momentum. But this was this is what picture looks like now. So we had a huge bullish trend. Great if you entered this bullish trend. It's hard to not make money when prices go up, because everybody understands when things go up you can buy, and we all seen it in Bitcoin. When price starts to fall, nobody understands what the hell they were doing, and they lose their money, and they discover that trading is a lot different than just hodl. But let's switch to the daily. Wait a minute, something. Yes, here we are again. So let's see. We switched. We're switching. I had some connection problem, but we're back. The daily chart. Let's zoom in a little bit. I pointed out on the weekly, also on the daily right now, we are at a very critical point in the market where price is stalling. We've seen last week the price was moving a little bit sideways, but it does not look like this is anytime gonna turn into a bullish market, if you ask me. It takes time. These reversals take time. If you're trending the daily or the 4-hour chart, you probably know that those things take time. If you're a day trader, then you're probably on the wrong channel if you're following me. But let's see what happens if we zoom in. Now, well, we know now that this level is important, so keep that in mind. And like I said, price is moving sideways for quite some time. So what's important now is what will happen over here. Are we going to see a break of this level? If it does, probably breaks, gets back, and then takes off again. If it breaks this level, of course we are bullish. If it doesn't, we're not bullish. I'm neutral at the moment because I want to see what happens at this level. If it breaks this, maybe this or this support level, then we will see some downside, and we have to see what happens after that. Probably some pullback, and then again a leg lower. It's all possible, or this is the first pullback before we will attack the all-time highs. So this is it. This is it for now. Price moving sideways for like, well, it broke out over here, but this has been going on since February 22nd, and this sideways movement was February 12th. So this is not that strong of a trend. So that's what I think. If I would set an alert on this one, I would like to see what happens if this level breaks for now. This would maybe this would be an interesting level, because this would be support turning resistance kind of area, but this one needs to be taken out as well. So that's what's going on to me now in the Nasdaq. It's just moving sideways for now, and an important resistance zone on a bigger time frame, and all set. It's waiting for a breakout either to the upside or to the downside. So let's switch back to the list. Then we have the Great British Pound, Japanese Yen. Let's see if I have that one on my list. Great British Pound, yes I do. Not on my watch list, but I have it in my view. Let's see what happens over here. Okay, price has been moving in a certain range over here. This is some old lines I drew, so let's get those off. Again, it seems like price is breaking out of this area. This is the weekly chart, so we are painting the bigger picture over here. I don't know if I'm too happy about trading the Great British Pound with all the Brexit things going on, but if you want to, go ahead. So right now we've been in a descending channel. We broke out of this channel this time. So let's zoom into the daily chart, how that looks. This trend has been going on for quite some time, of course, as you may see. So what would I be doing here? I would probably wait for a pullback. If you still want to enter a trend that's so far, probably will react over here, because there's some kind of cluster. This trend line will be touched, and this trend line again. So this would be an interesting point to see if you would consider to go in. If it holds, another leg up is possible. If it doesn't, then we fall back into this channel, and we will be trading lower again. I don't see that happen, to be honest. So, and on the lower time frame, if you want to find some kind of an entry or some momentum on where to, this trend line is supportive of this move. So if it breaks, we will see the pullback. As long as it doesn't, then this is to me, it's been going on for too long. So just adding longs would be a bit dangerous. If you are on the high risk profile side and you want to take a short against the trend, then feel free to do that. Those are the opportunities for now. It's an up move. Let's see what happens from here on out. So let's switch back to the daily chart. That's the most clear picture we're getting here. So let's see what happens from here on out. So let's go on to the next one. The SPI. Let's see if I got that one. SPI, let me see. Probably no, not this one. I think you're the S&P. think you're into the S&P in this one. So the S&P is trading is the same. Actually, it's the same thing as the Nasdaq. All indices are trading up. They're trading. They're strong. They're bullish. They're not having any signs of slowing down. Matter of fact, it's the beginning of the week. It opened, as we can see, it opened with a gap. Yes, it made a jump. And is now trading around this critical zone, so this is ready to break out as it looks out right now. Again, if it doesn't, if it turns around here, then we need to see a break of a certain level. This was prior to level. I think now we're looking at something like this. We're bullish. We're at the probably at the end of a bullish move and waiting for a first correction. So I don't know if you guys just shared Nasdaq or S&P, or I don't know if you want me to tell you if it's bullish or bearish or where we're at in this. To me, this one is same as Nasdaq. We had a long run to the upside. It's time to take a breather. Maybe it'll happen this week. Maybe it'll break out and continue soaring higher. There's still some room to the upside, and maybe, who knows, in the current climate, in the current economy, maybe we'll try to challenge this next level to form a very flat but head and shoulder pattern. If you were looking for an opportunity to short this, I think, then wait your turn, because right now I don't think there's any signal to be jumping in. Then two people asked me for the Australian dollar, US dollar. Let's see, I have that one as well, of course. Australian dollar, US dollar. Where are we in that? Well, we were in a upward. This is the weekly chart again. Upward channel. Then we broke the channel, moved downward, was a huge rally. Then we had a first pullback, and ever since that happened, we are in this area. So even though the dollar pairs are very popular to trade, there's not a lot of trending going on. So the big money is not really into these kinds of setups. But let's see what happens on the daily chart. Even the daily is kind of choppy. The daily chart usually makes constructive higher highs, higher lows. As you can see right now, price doesn't really pick a direction. At the moment, price is going down, approaching this important resistance area. Let me see if I can put something on the chart here. So we're approaching this resistance area, support area, sorry. So what will we see over there? Will we see a bounce and a potential move back up in this channel, or will this be the move back down to eventually, or will we break and test these flash lows from earlier on? So is this, to me, I'm really, to be honest, I look for trending markets, because trending markets will give me a risk reward from like 1 to 10 or something like that. I risk 100 and I make 1,000. That's what I really like. I will share one of my hot picks at the end of this session. So you know, that's to me is the is what I'm looking for. But again, I want to help you guys. So this would, if I would pick a strategy to trade Australian US, it would be obviously a range trade. So I would be looking for long setups down here to take a profit around here. It's not a big move, but you know, risk reward kind of thing is okay. So that being said, let's switch to the next one. We've got the, oh yeah, this was an interesting question. Do gaps fill just as much as the gap? Do gaps always fill? Something like that. I don't know really what the question is in that, but my first response was, does it matter? because are you trading? Are you in? Have you opened a trade and did the market open with a gap the next day in a stock, for example? And were you able to? Are you in a loss right now, and are you looking to get out? I don't know, but let me show you. I remember that Facebook had a gap recently. Here, Facebook had a gap recently. Here, earnings were amazing, and well, the market was in a correction, so Facebook was as well. So the market opened with a gap. Well, does this answer your question? Is the gap filled? Not yet. Will we bounce from here and continue soaring higher? Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. So here we go again. It's trading. So if you don't have a plan, if you were trading Facebook, for example, and you know earnings were coming out, there was no reason for you to be in here at all. Even though this move got broken and we were actually going higher again, could be a reason you took a long. Well, in that case, you were on the right track. If you were short in this market, you were on the wrong track to begin with. So keep in mind, like I said in the beginning, really guys, risk management. Forget the technical analysis. You can watch every channel to learn technical analysis, to watch how others perform technical analysis to get ideas from. It's all good, but keep in mind that without a proper risk management structure, it's nothing. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by that in the end. So, what else do we got? US dollar, Japanese yen finally. Oh, sorry. Forex. Let's go to the US dollar, Japanese yen. US dollar, Japanese yen. Here it is. This is quite a nice move. Right off the bat, we are in a bullish, still in a strong bullish market. This is the weekly. We broke out of the descending channel and are now moving higher. So this is very interesting. I'm bullish. US dollar, Japanese yen. Even though this move has been going on for so long, I'm not interested in this one anymore. But who knows? Who knows? For some reason, some people are. If you want to trade this, then we maybe switch to the 4-hour chart. I would like to see this one pull back into, for example, this resistance area, and that would be a long entry for me again. If we get a confirmation and a signal to go long, we can move that way. On the other hand, keep in mind that price is at this level right now. Oh no, wait a minute. Let me put it like this. Price is at this level where it acted as support a couple of times. Maybe it will be resistance right now, and if we extend this one, then we will probably run into some kind of resistance, trend line or resistance, horizontal resistance, and we will maybe see a reversal from there. As long as this move is intact, we are bullish. So if you're trading with the shorter time frames, make sure you're on the right track. It's just Monday. It's Monday morning, so we have to wait today for the market to find the new direction. But that's it. So pointing that out, let's share my hot pick for this week. Let me see, where is it? Here it is. This to me is what I'm looking for. Let's move back to the weekly chart. Let's clear this chart up for you guys to. So this is the the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. Price is when you talk in terms of trending in a stock is often a a straight line up, like MasterCard, for example. In Forex, trends occur not really like that. So this looks like a channel, but it is actually a bearish, bullish kind of trending market for Forex principles. So let's put on some lines over here. We've got this resistance area where price struggles from time to time and then it falls back. It doesn't seem to be able to break that level. And over here we got some kind of level as well. Again, Australian or New Zealand dollar pairs, forget the flash crash things. You know, it's a different story. So let's put that one in as well. So where is price now? Not counting the flash. Price is at a very important support zone. So that being said, what do we want to see from here on out? This move is supported by a trend line. Let's zoom into the daily chart over here. Yes, like I said, daily charts sometimes it's not. So this is where we're at. Price is in a downtrend. Again, we are in this down, inward down move as well. So let's put this one on. What I'm looking for is a break, of course. Still, we are neutral or bearish, but not bullish. So this is a this is what we're looking for. I want to see a break of this level, so I would set an alert on the 104.5, 5.5, something like that, to get notified that price is here. It broke the trend line, and I prefer it to see a break of this resistance area as well. Resistance prior support area. Very interesting if you watch what's going on over here. So this is what I'm looking for. Why am I looking for these kind of setups, and why is this so valuable, if you ask me? Well, we know that price. Well, let's put it like this. Let's get the full potential of this move. We've seen it over here. Price came down, started rallying back up over here, and we had a great run. If you were over here, I hope you were looking for short setups. If you did and you found one and you entered this rally, there was a huge move. Again, if you know, same thing up, same thing down, we are ready for an up move again. Maybe we don't. If this continues to go lower, no problem at all. We will continue to follow price, and if we see that price breaks a certain level, we see a certain pattern, then we get in, and then we will start moving with the market in a bullish way back to the upside. That's what trading. It's not about predicting. Somebody in the comments also asked me, can you predict this or that price? I think it's a dangerous, dangerous word to use, because predicting is like, I will predict prices going over there, but it's not about predicting. It's about trade what you see, not what you think. It's important to keep that in mind. So, what is the potential in this trade? Why is this one of the top picks on my charts? Well, let's say we will find an entry on this break. So around here we'll find an entry, and just below this this level, maybe this level, because this was the final low, we will put a stop. This is actually the full potential of this trade. Will we reach the full potential? We don't know. We don't know. But we want to get in on a move that will be bullish and has the potential to be going over there. This one, for example, didn't make the full potential, but it was a nice ride. If we can get in here and ride it to the full potential, would be great. If it would be until here, it's also good, because we exit on a short signal. Okay, keep that in mind. So this is a 1 to 8.86. So let's say a 1 to 9 risk reward ratio. So if I would have a trading account, let's say that has that I will risk only 2%. I would make let's say I have a trading account of 1,000. Let me show you guys, because I really want to emphasize this. So you have a trading account, that's 1,000. You risk 2% on a trade. So divided by 100 is 1%. That's why I show you this. Times 2 is 2%. It's too easy, but you get my point. So $20 or 20 euros or 20 something will be the risk you can take on a single trade trading a $1,000 account. Okay, well, keep that in mind, that this trade at 1 to 9 will have the potential for you to lose 20, because that's your maximum risk. But with a risk reward of, let's say, 9, we have the potential to make 180. So that's 180 is percentage wise, it's a great thing if you trade a $1,000 account. Well, there's no rocket science in this. If you say, but I have a 10,000 account, I trade 2%, so I can risk 200 at a single trade. So what happens if you take one trade like this with a risk of 200 by the time you have an account of 10,000 times 9? One single trade that probably will take you a couple of weeks to reach, but a trade taken in March 2019 that closes out in around, let's say, May, and this is the amount you're getting, then it's that single trade you took in March that will give you something. Personally, I'm from the Netherlands. I think I don't know. I think average people earn around between 2 and 3,000 euros when they are just entering the market. So 1 or 2 trades like this, that's my point, will be taken in March, earned in May, is like a monthly income for a lot of people. So build your way consistently by these standards. So that's why I said, and then I'm gonna finish this video for this week, if you are looking for a trade, make sure you know that your risk reward is clear for you. 1 to 3 minimal, but of course trades like this 1 to 9, they're great, but 1 to 3 minimal should get you into an earning consistently profitable rhythm, let's say it like that. If you enter the market around here, on the break of this, if you want to put your stop loss below this level, that's up to you. If you want to put it up below this level, it's quite an obvious thing to do, then your risk is smaller, so your account size, your lot size can be a little bit bigger, but don't just put in your lot size because you're greedy and you want to make a lot of money. First step, this breaks, so you got an entry signal because the structure breaks. A retest preferably, it holds, and then we go. So technical signals, that's a small part. Do you have a signal? Yes, let's go. Then enter the trade. Of course, we are getting this trend line right on the bat, so be careful that you manage a trade afterwards, because we don't know that price is ready to start running in that direction already. So watch your entry, then watch your stop loss. That is the risk you will be taking on that trade. How big is your account size percentage wise? So that is the lot size. That will determine how big of a lot you can put in to looking at the entry and the exit. Wherever the trade goes to, and let it run, let it run, let it run. But if you're on the right track, you're entered in a bullish market from the beginning, just let it run. Sit back and start looking for other setups. That's the magical thing in successful trading, I think. So I'm gonna finish it up for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. It's interesting to see what kind of questions you get from people. Maybe some people are married a little bit to a certain setup because they're in the market and they are looking for I don't know, confirmation, like, is this going to go any longer in the opposite direction that I wanted to go, or you know, my opinion is my opinion. If you ask someone else to do an analysis, maybe they tell you different, and that is what you want to hear. I don't know. Keep in mind that no matter what you think, if you find a setup in risk management is okay. I really showed you a very big secret, I think, in the world of trading by the end of this video. So I hope, write it down, listen to it 3-4 times in a row. Entry, stop loss, distance will make you is your lot size, how big that can be, of course based on your account size and the percentage of risk you will take. Risk reward, in this case 1 to 9, great. This is on my hot list. Good luck, happy trading, and I will see you probably next week. Bye bye.